Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the ST Podcast. I'm Jack Millington and joining me this week, as usual, as ever, first of all, it's Mikey, knocked on the bed Keating.
That's supposed to be a joke.
Well, you were knocked out this morning practically. It's a miracle you made it. You're going blue in the face.
I was solid.
He's a battlefield veteran. Also joining us this week, he's co-hosted the podcast before and gives me the greatest opportunity in history to give a new middle name for him. Huh? It's Matty Morris.
Fuck off. Why am I Boris?
Oh wait, you guess.
Don't think about it just for a minute.
Oh.
You can actually just hear the budgies just twittering in his head for a minute there as he was thinking about it. How are we, gents?
Very tired.
He's very tired. What about you, Mikey? Very ill. Very ill, yeah.
It's alright. I have my Rockstar, but other energy drinks are available.
Yeah. It's been an interesting week, hasn't it?
No, not really.
Matty's doing everything he can to try and avoid the inevitable.
Hell yes.
It's like trying to go back in time and stop the Titanic from leaving. Yeah, you can do what you can, but it's
warn him about a fucking iceberg. Oi, watch out for the iceberg halfway around your trip. Ding.
Was it halfway around the trip?
No, it was close.
It was closer, wasn't it? I think, yeah.
Okay, stop paying attention halfway around the trip.
It was night time.
Start paying attention halfway around the trip. Oh, so you mean after you've crashed? Hey guys, I think I've noticed something. What? There's a big hole in the ship.
Shit, oh, did that get all that guy from the future reminded? Oh, jeez.
Just the captain still talking as the friggin' ship's going down.
No, the pianists and wherever violence.
You know that's bollocks though. Apparently, that is actually bollocks from what I've heard.
It's part of the movie, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the movie. It's Hollywood. They make everything over dramatic.
That word.
Dramatic.
Yeah.
Obviously, as you know, the Euros are still on.
Yeah,
after the group stages. Our bet's going well. This captain Twatface is in the lead by £3.
Also, I won yesterday as well, didn't I?
Yeah, but so did I. So your lead's been cut down to size.
Yeah, but we cut you down to size for one game yesterday.
Portugal.
Let me just double check actually what the point. Well, I say the points, I mean the pounds.
Poland 2-1, didn't I guess?
No, it was. Which one was it? You got £2 on one of them. I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Mill! Didn't you record the games?
Yeah, I have. I've written it down each score. No, you actually didn't get £2 yesterday.
You what? I said 2-1.
No,
it wasn't 2-1. It was fucking penalties.
We went to penalties.
Yeah, which classes a 2-1 in an overall victory?
You put 1-0 anyway.
It counts as fucking penalties.
You know, Matty, if you play FIFA and you win and it says 2-1, won on penalties by so much.
No, if it says 2-1, then you've won before penalties.
Yeah. If it says won by penalties, then
no, I've played FIFA and I've won it, and then it comes 2-1.
That's because EA's fucking stupid, as we already know. No, let me just do a quick count here of the score so far. Yeah, Matty's on £22. I'm on 19. Oh, actually no, Mikey fell behind. He's on 16. What's that? I want to know what that is. So Mikey's £6 behind.
No surprise.
I'm £3 behind Matty. And Matty. The thing is, today is quite crucial because he's put Ireland to beat France, whereas we've put France to beat Ireland, even though we want Ireland to win. Currently, the score is, because they actually did kick off 22 minutes ago. Well, fuck mob loads. Fucking hell, he's in the lead. Ireland are 1-0 up.
Go with the Irish.
Honest to God, Ireland are 1-0 up.
Oh shit!
It was yeah. On the one hand, we want don't get me wrong, we all want the Irish to win.
The little leprechaun inside, but he's stabbing my St. George. He's like, "Fuck you!"
Apparently,
sitting over Guinness glasses.
Apparently, it was a penalty. Robbie Brady scored it. Good player, Robbie Brady. I always liked him. But Matty's still not on for the right scoreline. He needs Ireland to score another and France to score one.
How awkward would that be?
At the moment, though, as it stands, you're not getting £2 even if France do end up winning, because you put 2-0 to France.
Is it quite scary to mention this?
No, because I don't
know. This could be the biggest upset. the
I think
challenge.
it would be, yeah. Well, then again, Hungary topping the group's probably the big upset.
So,
So
but for Ireland to knock the hosts out, where is it? Is it in Paris? Is it? Or?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think it'd be in Paris.
Yeah, I'll find. We're there.
I think it's in Toulouse, maybe. I'm not sure.
Pogba's conceded 2 of France's last 3 penalties.
Well, yeah, because he's a midfielder, attacking midfielder, not a defensive midfielder, so he doesn't know how to tackle. Like Raheem Sterling.
He can't even run.
Except he's better than he.
Isn't he in Belgium game on later as well? 5, 6.
It's either 5 or 8. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I want to watch that one.
Germany play later as well against Slovakia.
Well, that Germany have won.
Yeah, but we've all
Fucking
put
hell,
this
70 seconds it took Paul Pogba.
to make a tackle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to play a song. It is football related. It's well known because obviously I'm going to be picking the songs that are English.
Is it Who Ate All the Pies? Who Ate All the
No,
Pies?
I'm just going to. I'm going to play it.
It's a bit scary how I actually know that.
Everyone should know this if you're an England football supporter.
Oh god, 1990.
Everyone knows it.
Coming home.
It's coming, football's coming home.
It's something that will never happen in my lifetime. Cause we got Sterling and Shrek.
I'm going to pause it, I'm going to stop it. But can you guess what year that was? That was David Baddiel, Frank Skinner and the Lightning Seeds. But what year was it?
1990. No, 1990, yeah.
Just think of the chorus. Just to give you a clue.
96.
1996 from the Young Morris.
Oh, with the 92.
It's not 92. Unfortunately for Matty, if I'd have played the original release of this song, it would have been right. Unfortunately for you, I've played the 98 version, which is actually different from the 96.
I'm not being funny, it's the same song.
It's not.
A different variant, well done, but technically it still has ties to the original song, so technically Matty should have got that.
But the chorus is different.
Do you know what? I can't wait till I host a podcast and you go right and go, well, due to this, that and the other, it was released 20 years previous, Jack.
It's fine by me. Be as technical as you like with it. No, the reason why is because the original says 30 years of hurt and the 98 one goes, no more years of hurt.
I didn't fucking know that,
Do you know one amazing thing about that song? Is that it's actually charted every 2 years. It actually charted again this year. At 43 in the charts.
By the way, they're playing in Lyon. The Irish.
Oh, so it's not too far away from the capital, I think. I don't know.
My
friend. Yeah, it's further up in it. Yeah. Now, I'm going to make this brief. I'm not going to even ask for your opinions because, quite frankly, Thursday result. Yeah, we all know what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to say anything regarding the vote. I'm not going to say anything regarding anything. I'm just going to be putting up a BBC article here that answers questions for people that don't know what's going to happen.
Did you vote for a petition to get Chris Evans sacked?
Yeah! Is he sacked yet?
No, he's not. But apparently they're going to keep him as sort of like a minor thing.
I read that the other week.
Yeah, there's
He's
a
having
new
less
story
of an
that's
impact.
come out. You, no, please.
I've got to do this first. But
That's what I'm saying.
Now, obviously, if you've been living in a cave or have been on holidays,
Or been in work.
No, if you're in work, everyone's going to talk about it.
With
No,
no
Tesco, don't you just walk around?
Yeah, with no internet connection, that usually happens in my place.
The UK 51.9% voted to leave the EU. 48.1%, if you don't know maths, decided to remain. If you're wondering what that actual vote is in millions, the gap was 1.3 million. So that's quite a lot of fucking people. But it's still pretty close. Now you're probably wondering, tons of questions.
Wait, how many people voted?
71.1%, I think, of people voted.
Was it
71.8% people voted.
Millions.
32 million people.
It'd be a bit more than that, wouldn't it?
Nope, 32 million people.
And only 2 million have signed that
How many is
petition.
in our national population then?
60.
Because I always thought it was 70 million.
No, yeah, near 70 million, but don't forget most of them are either kids or people that didn't even turn up.
Yeah, that'd be... Alright, yeah, you'd be right, yeah.
But then, because there's 17 and a half or 15 and a half.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
32 million British.
Just using totaling them up, using logic. I didn't even think that.
Are you high?
Yeah.
Because you would have been on the ball like that.
Well, to be brutally honest with you, they were smoking weed over there before, so I'm getting the context high.
Jack's well sitting there with a bar right Quality!
You're smoking out of that penis one from Ted 2.
Can you imagine? Jack, have you finished? No!
Anyhow. Yeah, if anyone's... there's a little bunch of questions here that I'm just going to read out and they're going to be answered at least. If anyone's wondering what Brexit means, basically it's they've combined the words of Britain and exit. That's literally all it is.
What child did they get to think of that?
I don't know, but it started sparking memes all over the world. They're saying if everyone else starts leaving, they're going to be going, Brexit, it's a leave. Fruck off is another one. If France go, it's fruck off.
Apparently they were thinking, weren't they?
No, since we've gone.
Since we've gone, they've done. I mean,
The Dutch, the Spanish, the French,
the Italians.
It's like that Yes Minister thing.
Oh, look, that's wild.
Just the 500 years of Britain just destabilise you.
I'm going to go through all the questions. Feel free to interject all the way.
It's alright, I'll pass.
Feel free to be quiet if you want.
Sam will do.
Anyone's wondering what happens now? For us to leave the EU, we've got to invoke an agreement called the Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty. If anyone wondering what that is, no one has a fucking clue.
Basically,
it is a process that takes up to 2 years for us to leave, although that can be extended if certain terms aren't agreed. But the actual individual parts of processing with all the different countries, no one knows. What happens to the UK citizens working in the EU depends what type of agreement we leave. If we stay within the single market, then a lot of jobs will be secure in a way, but on the other hand, it all depends on whether we stay in the single market. I will explain what a single market is further down. If, however, the government decides to impose work permits restrictions like UKIP, otherwise known as you keep out of our country, that would mean we'd have to apply for visas to work, which would be an absolute arseache.
That'll be bad for the likes of engineers and nearly every other cunt that works in the local area.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much every other cunt that lives around pretty much Britain.
Yeah.
And I don't think many people clicked onto that.
Nope.
I'm gonna leave to keep them all sitting there with the state.
People do, yeah. A lot of people who voted leave, I will agree. A lot of people who voted leave were fucking stupid. That is, and that's not.
They do not for us. Who pays your benefits, love? The government. Who pays for government?
No, if you like that Trump video, China.
China. Do you mean Mexico? Yeah.
That one. Will I need a visa to travel to the EU?
Yeah.
If it's over 90 days, more than likely. If you're going on a holiday for 2 weeks, it's not going to change anything. So that'll be fine. What about EU nationals who want to work in the UK? Again, it all depends on whether we stay in a single market. Practically what it's looking like to me is we're going to stay in the single market but just leave everything else. Will I still be able to use my passport? Yes, it's a British document.
There's some news articles about that later as well.
No, you can use it.
Let's just put it this way, 380,000 people have actually applied
For an Irish passport,
for
yes.
dual citizenship. Do you know the average number a year that they take?
Not much, is it?
172,000 on average. That's the highest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in literally 3 days they've taken that many. The post office nationwide has literally had to put posters in all their outlets.
Yeah.
To mention
I know what you're going to say.
They have no more, and they were getting emergency ones coming through.
Fucking signed on a piece of paper with a crayon.
Now, get this. if you want one, you've got to apply for one as well. And the Irish have even turned around and said the embassy's work has gone up by something stupid. Just the amount of people, British citizens applying for Irish citizenship.
People who wonder what a single market is, basically it allows the freedom of movement of goods, services, money and people within the European Union as if it was a single country. It's also possible to set up a business or take a job anywhere within it, and the idea behind it was to boost trade, create jobs and lower prices, which the latter of them all didn't actually do, but it did do the first two, to be fair to it. It did create jobs and it has boosted trade. But rising prices didn't really help. Has any other member state actually left the EU? No nation state has, but Greenland did. Would you believe it? Apparently they held a referendum 34 years ago, and they voted 52% to 48% to leave, which it did. And eventually they actually got through, but it took years for them to do it. But that's only because they're a territory of Denmark, not because they're a member nation. What this mean for Scotland? Well, basically they're holding a referendum again and they're fucking off. Northern Ireland, they're actually looking at two separate things. They're looking either one, to leave the UK entirely. Actually, there's 3 things. I've just remembered another one. 2, to stay with the UK, or 3. And this one I was a bit surprised about, as it's just started gathering traction over last night. They might be merging the borders with Ireland.
I doubt that would happen.
I don't think they'll do it because
it will never happen.
No.
Well,
do you know why they've got the borders?
Yeah, we know we've got the borders, but tell everyone, like.
Right, the reason they've got the borders is the thing with the Irish is they're very religious. So you've got obviously Southern Ireland, which is Catholic.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland, which is Protestant.
Mm-hmm.
So as
and
much as people like, they're gonna board, they're gonna merge. They'll never do it.
If they do that,
it'll be the end of the world. Like,
well,
you've
it'll be the
got
end of the world
to
in
merge. The Irish will go.
Fuck
no.
Have you seen Ross Kemp? He did a session on it once.
Yeah. Do you know what Ross Kemp does? This is effectively, and Brendan summed this up years ago. Oh, my name's Ross Kemp. Right, let's go talk to a gang. Right, are you the leader of a gang? Yeah. Right, that's it.
Sit there with your HMV card. Are you
the
head
leader gang?
of the Bacon and Butteroo crew? Maybe.
I've got 20 quid. Yeah, lad. What'll happen to the Conservatives? Well, Cameron's pissing off in October, so
no.
If there's a silver lining.
I thought that was fucking pathetic. He's the one who started all this, now he's just fucked up.
Everyone knew his job was on the line as soon as he called for a referendum. But the thing is, if he'd have stayed, it'd have probably... Would you rather A, have the Prime Minister who didn't want this to end up trying to invoke it, or B, would you want a Prime Minister who wanted to leave to invoke it?
Or would you rather that Prime Minister that didn't want it? Obviously get on with the fact everyone else wants it.
Yeah.
But he's got the experience from knowing what he's doing. And what we're going to do, we're going to send a buffoon. Or I think a man who knows what justice and education is. Oh, here you go. Here's next. Let's send the fucking health secretary, who was also the education secretary once. I doesn't even know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, this Prime Minister done?
Everyone who's been saying, like, they've all been talking about the potential candidates to replace them. Michael Gove, who has explicitly said he doesn't want to do it, is still in the running. He wouldn't get it anyway because he looks like he swallowed a wasp permanently. He might. George Osborne, who would be assassinated as soon as in his first speech.
Darth Vader's
because he is the worst person in the history of UK politics, in my opinion.
Lord Vader.
Stephen Crabb. He's not Lord Vader. Yeah, oh him. Boris Johnson, the man who famously.
Who?
Yeah, Boris Johnson.
Young Boris, old Boris.
You see his dad?
He's. Do you know the thing is?
Fucking looking like
his dad. Yeah. No, his dad turned around on Irish telly the other day and turned around and called them Irish rat dogs. I was like, you couldn't have said that, say like Australia or something. Like, it's a far enough difference, but.
The thing, they're saying Boris, and people saying, oh, he'd be worse, he'd have a worse. He has a worse image than David Cameron in one way, but he also has a better one. He is smart, but the problem with him is if you ask him to do something, he will do it 6 years later. It's like when he was the mayor of London, he actually didn't really do anything. That's what he'd be, a prime minister for the next 4 years.
All he did was rugby tackle a fucking kid.
That's because he got paid for it. That's why.
But my choice of prime minister, who's actually second favourite, is Theresa May.
Mine's none of them.
Theresa May is the woman who supported the Hillsborough inquests, one of the only Conservative Tories that actually did. She's also the shadow secretary, so she actually knows what she's talking about.
You can't be a shadow secretary.
No, what is it? Not home. Is it home secretary? It's one of the two. I can't remember. It's one of that shadow men. I don't know.
Shadow's the other part.
Yeah.
There's too many fucking ministers. Get them all out.
Yes, minister. No, I'd honestly, out of all of them, she to me would probably be the only one I'd pick because she's smart and she isn't stupid, and she's probably more to the left than any of the others, even though she's still.
Do you know who I'd vote for?
Don't say anyone who isn't a Tory.
You'd be the last person I thought on my list.
You would be the last bit. You would single-handedly make England become just England and have the whole of the world bombing us.
No, let's create Albion again. Hey.
Do you want to explain to the people what Albion is?
Albion is basically Wales, Scotland and England all joined together.
So
in one nation.
So
which is why I'm pissed off Scotland want to fuck off and leave us.
Do you blame them?
No.
The rest of their imports or
from the EU, yeah. But the thing with
oil, whiskey,
mountains. I like mountains.
Matty, you
no,
can't.
No. I've got the perfect thing. Yes, Matty, they export mountains. That's why Everest is so big.
They bought a very lot of mountain equipment.
I wasn't talking about exporting mountains, you dumbasses.
Import mountains just to put a big border between Scotland and
I need you to sign this. It's the Royal Mail thing to say that it wasn't damaged in delivery. Yeah, mate. Yes, sir. Alright, have fun putting this fucking up, mate. Yeah, there you go. Let's get out of here, boys. Sitting on this little dinghy.
A couple of other things. Will cars need new number plates? Probably not. The DVLA have said that they haven't held any discussions about this. They've just sat there and gone. That's literally their reactions to the whole thing.
That's all the DVLA do. So, we'll see that new car next week? No. What about that new bike? No. What about that text dodge with the Jag? What? That's all they do. They literally do nothing, the DVLA.
That's practically all I'm going to say about the
next topic,
the referendum. But it's
right now, on to the interesting stuff.
Chaps, Top Gear news.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
Rumours regarding one Christopher Evans.
Is he really going to
ginger twat who ruined
Top Gear co-host Matt LeBlanc says he will leave TV show if Chris Evans is not fired. Report says. The former friend actor has allegedly been frustrated with Evans' attitude towards the team on the show. Outlets reported BBC has reportedly agreed to pay LeBlanc for the two series. So, do you know what? I reckon you should make Matt LeBlanc the host. My mum even said this.
Yeah.
She hates Top Gear.
In one way, I do agree with you to the fact that I would like to have Matt LeBlanc as the host, but to be brutally honest with you, I think one of the other ones should be not Sabine Schmidt.
Oh,
I'd say probably say Rory Reid or Chris Harris.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer them to Matt LeBlanc as the actual host. When it comes to like doing the actual challenges and when you're doing the voiceover and everything, Matt LeBlanc's perfect. He's just a bit when it comes to the live stuff. I mean, he'd be better, to be fair, to interview the guests coming on. But if they did say Matt LeBlanc will be the new host of Top Gear, I'd be like, yeah, I'd have no problem with that. I wouldn't.
I still haven't watched a single fucking episode this season.
So why are you saying Chris Evans is?
Because I watched the first 20 seconds of the first episode and got pissed off.
So Matty has based his opinion on 20 seconds. Yeah, I seen that this morning.
What?
Shadow Foreign Secretary's been sacked over coordinates of a no confidence vote against them.
A no confidence vote, for people who don't know, is when the opposition or even the government do not have faith in their leadership, so they're allowed to invoke the no confidence.
So I'd like to put a vote of no confidence in the S team. All say aye. Aye.
Unlucky, mate.
Nil.
Oh, right.
Chance the host. Yeah.
He's still backed on my side, mate.
A chance for you to host again.
The thing is, though, he'd be lead host if you did that.
Thing is, you'd get money for the snacks.
I'm meant to. I know you. Damn fucking.
Does he give you money for the
I
snacks?
don't ask you to bring snacks.
Take them anyway.
You offer me them.
Enough of the snack talk. Back to the Top Gear thing
Thank
yourself,
you.
Mr. Chris. Whatever his fucking name is.
Mr. Crisp.
Chris.
Okay.
Crisps on the brain.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Chris Evans, but he's not the right person for Top Gear, is he?
Shit.
He knows his cars, and it's just his. I can't stand.
Sorry, he knows
voice.
his cars. He knows Ferraris.
Oh,
Knows his
Ferraris.
cars.
I did see him do the Joshua and Kevin Hart celebrity interview. He wasn't that good in that either.
No.
Kevin Hart was the fucking main host of that, doing all the funny jokes.
I
The
don't
problem
like
with
the
the
new
problem
format.
with, the problem with Kevin Hart is he's 100 million miles an hour. His jokes are dead funny, but sometimes his jokes come that quickly you can't keep up.
That's if you're not into funny stuff.
No, it's not that. It's just I just don't like the new format. Like the old Top Gear, Jeremy would go like when you had the guest on. He's like, "So you're doing this? You do it." He knew everything. Whereas they go, "Yeah, tell us what's going on." I think they've got the camera of like a list, and you're like,
See, that's where I disagree with you. I like that.
I don't, because that's the host's job. See, like,
You
you
should
do
know
the
the
introductions.
Yeah, to be true, to be fair, you're right. He should know, but at the same time, the problem
just
the
fucking
problem with
sit there
Top
and be
Gear.
I'm the best car you've had. And just put it on a fucking wall.
Is that the same thing they ask every week, by the way?
Yeah, it's like a set thing.
Oh,
which-
that's pathetic.
Yeah, whereas Jeremy went, well, what was your best? It'd be more of an emotional thing, wouldn't it?
I like
Like with the-
Jeremy's ones.
Like when Jensen was on there, he was like this, that, and the other. The best thing I've seen that so far, up to that Jensen one, was when he was driving the McLaren 650 LT, is it? Yeah, long tail. And he couldn't have one. And then Chris Evans, being a prick that he is, got the last one because someone pulled out at last minute.
So what's that got to do with it?
Chris Evans is a dickhead.
There you go. That's
To be
there's
fair-
the squaries of everything.
Jensen Button should just be on there instead.
He-
Whenever he's not doing F1 stuff, just tell her.
He has been offered it, by the way. The place. Apparently, but he said no.
No, I don't blame him. I wouldn't myself. I wouldn't host Top Gear as it is right now.
I reckon we should do it.
Oh
no,
yeah,
we would be fucking brilliant. The comedy duo and then the serious fucking.
the
So who's Captain Slow?
No, wait, that's true. You can't drive.
lucky mate.
So who's
You'd have
Clarkson?
the pedal car.
Who's Clarkson?
Oh, you have to do all the power testing and stuff.
I know me
The
stuff.
granny driver. He's Captain Slow.
The granny driver. Sorry, I had to be the granny driver in the first year of my licence, as you full well know. Because if you get caught
I
speeding,
haven't
you
driven
get
with you since.
exactly. And I've driven since then.
You, on the other hand, I'd say you're more Clarkson.
Oh, you should see my reverse turn yesterday. You know, you swing the car out. Dee. Oh, fucking
I
brilliant.
like the way he goes granny driver. He hasn't passed his test.
You still can't drive. Even on
I
fucking
can't,
podcast.
lads, I
You
can't
can't,
drive.
you can't insult someone's driving if you haven't passed the test.
I can drive.
He can say it because I can understand
can drive, just not legally.
See.
See, there's a different
Back
aspect.
to the Top Gear thing though.
Mm.
You know Jeremy's interviews. They're always unique, something different each time.
Yeah,
I remember
but
the-
They
one
spoke
Hugh
about
Jackman.
what they were getting on about, like, or what they were doing. at the
Movies
time.
still doing, shows they were
They'd
doing.
show trailers to that movie. Well, they do this there, but he sits there. He's like, he drones on. It's.
They'd always have a list of cars they always had. That was the one main thing.
Do you know what,
was
Matt?
his car show.
I don't know if you understand this thing about Matty. He's basically like
I know what he's going to
Speaking-
say.
to Dandelion on The Witcher. He just goes on and on and on.
Who, Carl Alkson or Chris?
No,
No,
Chris
Chris.
Evans.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
I do agree with you. To be fair, a lot of things that he what he tries to do is act too much like Jeremy, and I just think
Even
he'd
if it
have
took
been
his job, even though he said he wouldn't.
The thing is, if he'd have just tried to do a different thing entirely and tried to do it his own way rather than trying to be like Jeremy, it wouldn't be like the way it is. It'd be better, but it wouldn't be that much better. But it wouldn't be like, we wouldn't be as critical as we are right now. Because let's be brutally honest with you, we all love Top Gear here. We all love Top Gear, and it's quite hard to accept the fact that they're not Top Gear anymore.
And they've ruined it.
Matt LeBlanc and stuff are doing the best.
I think all the other presenters. I'm not too keen on Sabine Schmitz, but I do think the other presenters are doing a good job. I really do. I think Matt LeBlanc.
I think they should just revamp the entire thing. Aren't they still using the same story writers? Because they always
no, because Andy, Andy, the series producer, went with Jeremy.
Did he write all the stuff as well?
Yeah, he was the main man, and he's known Jeremy for years.
They were friends since school. I remember that.
It's going to be, at the end of the day,
it'll take time.
We're all saying, oh, well, Top Gear is going to be this in the future, we're going to get rid of Chris Evans. They were saying the other day that they would probably drop it.
What?
Yeah. They said they'd probably end up dropping it because the viewers are falling, and the only reason why they're falling is because of Chris.
And because of Clarkson, isn't there?
It's not that, mate.
Oh, I don't think so, because a lot of people didn't like Clarkson. Okay. A lot of people hated him.
A lot of people do like Lee Blanc as fucking producer.
Myself included, yeah.
That's what all the comments have been saying, but they just can't stand Chris Evans.
It's his voice. It is his voice, I'm telling you.
He shouts. I don't know what it's like on radio.
I don't like to listen to him on radio. It's even worse driving.
I've never...
Like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
We listen to, like...
That's why I listen to Heart.
Once a week we'll change the radio. Obviously on a Monday morning when we get in. So we've got like a different radio station each week. We like basically we've seen Radio X.
Yeah, we know what you're saying. Get on to the story.
He's got a point, but go on, Mike. Anyway, what are you gonna say?
BBC Radio One. And I'm not even joking. He drones. It's like you could. You sit in the end, like the other day, I just turned it off. It was only 8:15. I've been in 10 minutes. Just turned it off. I was like, I can't fucking put up with that.
Hey, it's going to be cheaper to watch the new Clarkson thing than it is to watch Chris Evans.
How?
Because you have to pay $150 a year for the TV licence.
Well, not you personally, but
the house owner. Well, it's only £75 for Amazon Prime. So you're basically getting the Clarkson thing for half the price.
But the thing is, you have to pay for Amazon Prime.
You have to pay for the TV licence.
And if you haven't got Amazon Prime, you have to pay for the stick, which is £35. But
it's a lot cheaper than TV licence.
It's a lot cheaper than TV licence.
And if they turn around and go, well, if you got a TV licence, don't need a TV licence. Why have you got a TV?
I got Amazon Prime, lad.
No, that's a good thing. If they always turn around and say stuff like that, just say, don't need tell you, mate, got a PlayStation. Well, how'd you how'd you watch film then?
Well, the thing,
Amazon,
let's total it up, right? Say you haven't got a PlayStation and you were looking to buy it and get Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is £79. A new PlayStation or a second-hand one, I've seen second-hand.
On the new TVs, which most people got, it's already got Amazon on it. Like on the sync things.
On the
like the one I've
smart
got,
TV.
On this one. Let's say we'll talk about my one or Jack's or yours. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
19-inch reasonably what?
The 19-inch TV is about £130, if that. For the good one, anyway.
Mine's a 40, it cost me $230.
Yeah. Because we paid just about $210.
Yours was reasonable.
Mine was dead cheap. My TV.
That's what I'm
saying. For me.
Mine was 130.
Decent.
But anyway,
away from prices.
like.
We've already got a PlayStation, so you can't really take that into account. But if you
let's say £400 for a brand new one. Let's just put 400 and then £200 for like pre-owned.
Alright, well go 200 for pre-owned.
200.
Let me just do mine as just the bottom case in point. 130, 200, internet connection.
£50.
£50.
Mine's not that. Mine's cheaper. Mine's.
Did you get TV as well though?
No.
That's why.
Yeah. 54. You're looking at basically. I'd say £600 just for like that first month if you bought everything and then the internet connection and a couple of other things.
Yeah. And then you need snacks.
And then you can have that forever, and then it's just 75 each year.
No, it's not 75 each year because you've got to pay for
internet,
your PlayStation,
No, you don't.
as well. Because if you've got a PlayStation 4, you're going to play games, aren't you? Yeah, I mean, how many people have... there are about maybe a couple of thousand people who've gone, I've bought a PlayStation.
Wait, how much are the Amazon sticks, by the way?
35 quid.
Can't we just use that as a simpler fucking thing instead of...
No, because most tellies
Because
like this.
most tellies don't support it.
Don't they?
Only these new 700 quid ones.
Right.
Which about 5-10 years time only cost you 150
Can't you get
quid.
Amazon Prime on the PC anyway?
Yeah, but
Yes,
to get the
but
PC you need internet
you need a
connection.
PC, you need internet connection, so you're trying to just balance
And
it
also
out.
to get onto Amazon Prime from the telly you need internet
A connection.
connection. Yeah, also when you're going to need...
Unless you've got a smart TV, which has got its own built-in Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
Which also needs to be
The
supported
internet, yeah,
by
exactly.
the internet connection.
So basically it's 105, give or take.
It's a lot of money, put it that way.
Yeah, but it's a lot cheaper than freaking TV. Like
If you've already got a TV, internet, PlayStation, whatever, you're fine, it's going to be cheaper. But if you haven't, it's still going to be more expensive at the end of the day.
But if you're willing to pay it for the laughs and giggles from the new
What
Grand
do you mean?
Theft Auto,
There's nothing on the telly.
win the Grand Tour when it comes on.
Oh.
People are assuming it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, but you
Is
see
it good-
all
is
the
it-
little, you see all the little videos and you're making you laugh just from that. I mean, you saw the cardboard box one, didn't you? See, even he's laughing, you. It make you giggle.
It's not that I'm laughing at it in that way. It's just the fact you're finding like the simplest little. It's like, oh, become a box,
Yeah. The thing is,
like-
I mean,
I always enjoyed watching them do all
don't
shitty
get
stuff.
me wrong.
that's
Don't
the
get me
thing.
wrong. I for one would like to see it be great.
So you got to
will it
remember
be
these
as
are the
good?
guys that slept in a damp. By the way, lads.
Yeah, but will it be as good as Top Gear was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Will
because
it?
it's all the same people who made it great.
It's double the thing in it.
Well, just to play devil's advocate here on the neutral side of things, they said you know bigger budget doesn't always necessarily mean.
Okay,
So he's getting a little negotiation now.
bigger always isn't always better, is it? Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for you, then, isn't it?
Huh?
He didn't. He doesn't cut. No, he's not. He's not there.
Oh. Oh.
Reactor something mad.
Fuck off. I was going to say.
See, you trying to help him.
I know.
Yeah.
What?
Oh. Anyway.
There's a video I see this morning. It's a baby
Oh,
gorilla
Top
doing his
Gear.
first like chest pump.
No,
It's him.
no.
He goes like that and it just like falls over. It's his whole.
Hey, do you see the picture they posted up a while ago?
What?
That Ferrari P1 and that new Porsche hybrid.
That's from last November.
The problem is though.
Yeah, but they're finally going to do a
They're
race
finally going
between
to do
all
it,
three of them.
which is great. It's fantastic. One problem. Still haven't seen it. I want to see it now. You know what I
No,
mean?
but-
But I am looking forward to seeing it now.
That's going to be on Amazon. You won't be able to see it on BBC, will you?
No, you won't. You won't. That's the thing.
All this new stuff going on to Amazon. Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, to be honest, if it ends up being Top Gear, it'd be great. I mean, it really will, and I do think it'll be good. But I'm being a bit. I don't want to think it'll be the best thing since sliced bread, and then end up being slightly underwhelmed by it.
As long as it's better than Chris Evans, I'm happy. And as long as I get a few laughs from it.
As long as one of them wears a t-shirt saying "I love James," mate.
Anyway, I'm gonna move it
Or
on.
says on national television. So what was that? I can't hear. I was watching that on last night. I was literally in tears.
The road trip.
Yeah. And they get to France and they won't allow them in. They just was it Wales?
They actually forgot the
London.
passport.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's great.
We've spent 20 minutes talking about Top Gear.
Mhm.
That's how interesting we were in that compared to the
I
fucking...
say 5 minutes
Photo.
about the new one.
That's just because you can't be asked. There's a difference. What things you want to talk about, things you don't. Simple, isn't it? Like, Mikey, you own a Jippo phone. Sorry to attack your phone. Not
It
your
is shit though.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's crap.
What phone have you got?
A brick.
No. What phone?
No, you haven't got a Nokia. Don't lie.
I used to.
So did everyone.
So did Dave. Anyone who was pretty awesome had one.
Hey, I was pretty awesome at one point.
At one point.
That being the key word.
Well, are you, what model is your phone? What is it? Is it a 5 or 6? I don't know.
I don't know why you're asking me this question. I'm quite nervous.
Because it's about iPhones, so you have one.
It's a 5S.
It's just a 5S. I'm not taking the mick out of that phone. I'm just saying You know they're making an iPhone 7.
Oh, I've heard rumours.
You've heard it. Well, they are making an iPhone 7. Apparently, there are online reports about Apple, and more than 300,000 people have signed a petition. Petitions are in the news this week, urging Apple not to ditch one of the key features of a phone. Do you want to have a stab in the dark at what?
Wait, what was that again? I was too busy.
They're going to emit something from the design of the phone. Allegedly.
Earphone.
Bluetooth.
Bang on the head, yeah. Oh. Apparently they're planning to admit the 3.5mm socket to make the iPhone 7 thinner and more waterproof with more room for the battery. Now, normally I'd be sat there going, well, that's a bit stupid, isn't it? Because to be fair, it is completely stupid. You know, you're getting rid of a universe. No, they're not trying to make it use underwater. They're saying if you drop it in the sink or something like that.
Underwater.
If you drop it in the water or in the bath,
still in water.
Milk, you haven't 9mm or a piston.
Do you know what? I've got a 3.5mm headphone socket and I'm going to jam straight in his fucking eye.
You make sure you do it in mine as well because it's drony.
I'm not Chris Evans.
I was going to make a joke like that.
Boom on, yeah. 5 minutes after a long time. Boom on.
No, the reason why is they want to make it more waterproof is if you drop it in the bath or something, then at least when you pick it up out of the bath, at least you know it's not going to be damaged. It's like my phone. My phone's waterproof, so at least if I drop it. No, you cannot. It's like if your phone was waterproof, would you test it?
I know it's not waterproof, so.
But if you had a phone that was waterproof, would you test it?
Yeah, just to make sure. And if it wasn't, I send it back.
Did you class waterproof what?
Yeah, it goes in the rain.
No, until you put them in water.
No, but they were saying like people are saying it's a terrible idea.
I'm fucking well made up with that little joke.
He was just sat there going, I've got nothing. It's like Ian Bit. I've got nothing left. But they're saying though, what they're saying is if you charge, apparently if they emit this thing, if they get rid of it, it means that you can't listen to music if you're charging your phone.
What about Bluetooth?
Well, yeah, but I mean, allegedly it's going to have wireless headphones. But let's be honest, anything that's ever been wireless, you've always lost at some point. The remote. Yeah. Oh, I've lost it. PlayStation control. Where's my control? Mobile.
Like an object.
No, do you know what? Even better. Mobile phone. Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
I'm bad for that.
So.
That's phone me phone quite. Imagine it's right up the ass pocket.
Those bloody Bluetooth ear headset things. Yeah. Where's my head? It's the same thing. It's like, imagine if you have a pair of
It's what you do every time you lose something.
No, I'm just impersonating like people who
Apple owners.
Oh no, where's my frigging coffee leaf tea? No. That's what they're like.
Where's my clean
Where's my fair trade tea, which makes me look like a normal human being.
You find the box and it's like,
it's empty.
Open up and just like spiders.
And most iPhone users is like the person who eat frigging Peace crisps to make them seem like a much better human being than yourself. And that's true. Not that you do. Because you're not like them.
You're not a normal like.
But no, he's not a self-pedantic twat. That's what he isn't. That's a compliment.
So what am I then? Because we
You're
know
not normal.
You're a hipster. We've confirmed this before.
I'm not a hippie.
I didn't say you're a hippie. I said you're a hipster.
Which is also known as a hippie. I don't go wrong with peace down. You know what I mean?
No, get out the car. You stick your head out the window and go peace.
No, don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I thought I honestly, genuinely thought you were going to go stuck his head out of the car and then acted like a dog going.
Ever tried? That's quite fun.
Have you? Because you've got an iPhone. Have you heard about these lightning cable things for Apple iPhones? Apparently,
no, that's for the name of the cable. See that one?
Yeah. Apparently, they might be shipping this, but knowing Apple, how extortionate they are, they'll probably sell the headphones separately and everyone will be really pissed off, which would be great because I'll be sat there on my Android going fuck you.
This is the latest iPhone, like what, 2 years?
When was the last iPhone come out?
2 years ago.
2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
They come out like
It's like-
so quick.
it's
It's
like
No, actually,
Creed,
it was
isn't it? It's gonna get
Was it
shit
2.5
years.
years ago, yeah. Because the
do you want to
iPhone,
Google that while I load
the
up the
iPhone
next one?
6 came out the same time as this. I was gonna get the iPhone 6, but they wanted an extra 20 quid. I was like,
What, a month?
yeah, right. And then literally a month later, he turned around like, yeah, we'll do £35 a month.
And
for
you were
it.
just like, fuck me!
I was like, I'm sitting there, one of the lads in your room was like, yeah, my iPhone 6 is like this big. I was like, I'm sitting there with my little iPhone 5 just like.
Some more news. It's about cars.
Ooh, car news.
Unfortunately, it's about the devil's juice. Right.
Not good.
You're the devil, are you?
I fucking feel like
Power of Christ compels you. No, apparently,
the power of Anfield compels you.
an electric car built by a bunch of Swiss students.
Has crashed.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
You're gonna know what I'm gonna say, but don't say it. Has apparently built broken the world record for acceleration by battery-powered vehicles. You've seen this, so I'm gonna let you guess. 0 to 60 time. How long do you think it took? An electric battery-powered car. This is.
Just for electric cars.
I'm just said for
0 to
60 by a battery-powered car.
world record.
I'd say. Well, the Tesla can do it in about 5 seconds. So I'm technically going to say about 3.5 seconds.
3.5. Did you know that this has also set the world acceleration record too?
Oh, okay. So let me go back. To
I only wanted to do that first. I'll tell you.
No.
Don't tell him. Don't give him any hints or clues.
1.5 seconds.
You're practically right there. It took 0 to 60, 62 miles an hour rather, 1.513 seconds. 0 to 60. Bear in mind, the fastest production vehicle in the world, 0 to 62, is the Porsche 918.
Imagine the shit that came out of that guy.
The guy who drove it is a university student. At the age of 18, he must have gone, I am going to be the fastest person in the world. 62 in a car. Just like, right, I'm ready.
Did you imagine that?
Shit comes out of it.
Do you know the best thing is? The car's actually white, so when it comes out, it'll be brown when it's finished with it.
Could you imagine that? Right, lads, just gonna take my foot off.
Do you know how long it took as well? Jesus Christ! At least the flu's coming out. Do you know how long the distance it took? 98 foot to break the record.
Sorry?
98 feet. That's just over there, pretty much.
Oh, can I just say something?
Go ahead.
You best have a good pair of fucking Brembo brakes on that.
Just imagine that. Imagine them just like, yeah, we've got the carbon fibre. You know, it's all sorted. What brakes you got? Drum brakes.
Where'd you get it from?
Off the back. They'd be like, off the back of a Morris Minor. I actually got one of them off a DeLorean, and they'd be like, oh Jesus Christ.
Still good, mate. Just stay around, just rust everywhere. It's not that bad.
Apparently the car weighs only 370 pounds, which is about the average size of an American's lunch.
That's actually a true fact.
Yeah, apparently they did it on the Dubendorf Air Base near Zurich, which is a fun fact, actually. I was going to say something.
Matty, where is York?
Zurich. I thought you said so.
Matty,
we're asking you a question, stop ignoring.
Sorry, I don't know.
He's voted to friggin' get out of Europe, he doesn't know where the fuck it is. hey, this carries on from the white supremacist thing we were going on.
Do you know 9mm?
Give it
You need to tear up to.
Do you know it was built in Zurich, but he doesn't know where the fuck it was.
Yeah, that 9mm. I think I'm gonna need a 350 Magnum instead.
Just comes down the corner with a 50 cal, just like, I'm sorry, Matty. I'm sorry, Matty, but this gun will send you to Zurich.
What the fuck's gonna get me there? I don't know, mate. It'll just get you there.
Depends how quickly you crap yourself on the way. Donald Trump news. Also, just for the record, before I start this, first time in about 6 months, we've actually officially got all American news. So it is effectively weird American news, everything. It's summertime and the Americans are going mental again, so it's nice to see them back in form. This is to do with Donald Trump. Donald Trump's an absolute nutter.
Yeah, Boris
As we all
Johnson's
know.
best mate in future.
future pal. Imagine them two done in the world.
Good day, Donald. Good day, Boris.
You can for those of you people who living in America, well, apparently to help alleviate, the fact that they don't like him, well, you can buy some Donald Trump apparel to make your life a little bit easier and say that you're an anti-Trump campaigner.
Sorry, it's in Switzerland. There it is.
Well done, thank you, Google. Apparently, these are the bunch of things that you can buy. You can get a Donald Trump mask, a Donald Trump poo bag, which is basically a blue bag with Donald Trump's face on it and a pile of shit on top of him. Nice things.
Yeah.
Donald Trump bobbleheads.
Is this supposed to be anti or
Apparently
pro?
so. Apparently.
The last time I checked, when you get shit like masks and bobbleheads,
For masks for Halloween, it would sort of make sense. Because the election is sort of in...
I know you do want to scare all the females away, don't you?
Election is in October, innit, I think?
It's coming up, yeah.
Coming up, yeah. Donald Trump whoopee cushion.
What does it sound like when you say it?
All the shit he talks.
What did you yeah. Nice one.
Make America great again.
Okay, here's one thing that I have no idea what this is, but it sounds wrong. Donald Trump cornhole game. Does anyone know what a cornhole game is? Can you Google that for us?
Yeah, what is it?
One of you, Mikey, that cornhole. I've got a picture
It's a
of it.
hole you stick corn in.
It's like a little game, but I don't know what it is.
A labyrinth, something bird.
It's not, because I can see the picture of it here. I'm just not sure what it is.
Cornhole.
Yeah, it's a game. Put a game at the end of it. While you do that, I'll just say the other things. You can get a Trump wig, which is a proper comb.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
He doesn't know.
It's a lawn. Right, basically, right. It's also known as beanbag toss, dad hole,
Beanbag toss,
doghouse, bago, owl bags. It's basically a lawn game which players take turns in throwing bags of coins or beanbags.
That would make sense. Do you know
Whereas
why?
at school.
Do you know the best thing is they put the hole on like above his head, as in he has no brain. You can also buy a Donald Trump jar of horrors. If you're wondering what that is, you know the jar where you put like fake aesthetics heads in them and like have that. Yeah, you can buy one of them. You can get Donald Trump socks with a little hair extension coming off them. I'm not too sure anymore that I'm not too sure that this is anti-Trump anymore. It says it is, but it's not. Get a Donald Trump colouring book, which on the cover has him in a Superman outfit, so we know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Please don't.
You asked for it, so.
Trump posters, watches, figurine. You've done pop vinyl figurine of them.
Do you know what? I'm actually curious though, because I think I know who might actually do something related to Donald Trump.
Oh god. Well, so what do you think, mate?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't get the Americans. I really don't.
Wait, why are people wasting resources on this kind of shit anyway?
Because it's the
Why
Americans.
I know why people find this stuff.
Did you know on this place, if you search Donald Trump, you can get your own Donald Trump poster made out of metal
Oh god.
for £50.
Nothing says freedom like extortionating your money.
That's a...
Oh my god.
I was on the internet the other day and I found this.
That's your hero. Don't dish.
Now.
Yeah, what? Oh, there's that one or an American flag. So really, mate, it's not going too bad for him. You know.
More American weird news. A restaurant customer is pissed off after having a name put on his receipt that wasn't his. Now, apparently in a local restaurant in Rhode Island...
I thought that was a story over. I was going to say. That was quick.
No. I always like to try and introduce it and then go into it. Dylan Arnold was eating at All Stars Bar and Grill. You couldn't sound more American if you tried. When it came to settle his bill, they always put like a name or like something at the bottom of it. And he was signing the slip, and this is what he said, he quoted, "I didn't really pay attention to it yet, and then I just happened to read it, and I saw it in the corner, and I was like, wow, and my heart just dropped." I mean, do you want to know what they called him?
Hannibal Lecter.
No. Under the thing it says where it goes server bar night, time, and then it says fatty. The story gets better though. Restaurant owner Antonio Ambrosio, does he eat custard? Apparently told WPRI TV that he requires servers to put the customer's name on the check. Fair enough. And it says apparently it personalises their visit. Ambrosio, however, is very familiar with the employee who handled the order. The person who handled the order and the employee that served the fatty was his 18-year-old son. I just
So how's this ended up in the news again?
Well, because
Americans have nothing else to complain about except being called fat.
Well, it's not like he's
Skinny.
Obese.
American obese. He's on the larger side. This
obese is normal for America.
Okay, well he's
Fatty in America is like supreme.
Well, he's not.
Wobble,
Well,
wobble,
he's
wobble,
not
wobble,
fatty
wobble,
then.
wobble.
Well done, you just offended the nation again.
You can't do one. You literally
Can't do one podcast without offending someone. Apparently, Ambrosio fired his son and said the teen is also forbidden to eat at the restaurant. Guaranteed in 2 weeks' time when this is all died down. Come on, son, come back to work.
So I'm a bit confused here. Why would you rat on your son about that?
You wouldn't, would you?
Americans
It takes some steel to do that, to be fair. But apparently, Ambrosio has also offered a $50 gift card in an attempt to entice Fatty back to the restaurant. And he just
So you've just sacked his son?
No. This is the guy that was offended. He's trying to give this guy a gift card so he can come in and spend it all.
No, I'm a bit confused here.
Alright, what are you confused about? Go on.
Whose son was it?
It's the owner's son.
Oh, yes, fair enough. Good to see you.
Apparently, Arnold just went, "I'd rather just not go there, it's just really embarrassing." Well, if it's really embarrassing, then why have you gone to a news story and told everyone that you've effectively been called fat, and now everyone in America can judge you as to whether you're fat or not?
Which 90% will probably turn around and say, "You're fat."
And then 10% go, "It's not as bad as me," as they're eating the Cheetos, going, blah, blah, getting a crane to lift them off the toilet. Now, I've got another story, another one in America,
More fat
and it's to do with a spillage, and these stories are quite common in America. Not that type of spillage. I can see his little face, just like, yeah, the jokes. A truck carrying £40,000 worth, not money as in weight,
Yeah.
overturned on a highway in Pearl River County, Mississippi, on Wednesday, shutting down parts of the road for hours and diverting morning traffic. Now, apparently, a reporter for WLOX, which is South Mississippi's TV station, said to everyone that the driver's okay and the
You
passenger...
need a tissue, mate.
Yeah, please. Got tissues.
There's a bag. Use a bag.
I might have some in my bag, hang on.
I did tell you to bring the tissues from the car.
Speaking of spillages, you know what I mean? It's, you know.
I'll double check, I should have some in here. It's the moment when there aren't any. Oh, yeah, there we go. Got that.
There's some right there as well.
I've got 2 packs. So there's no point opening a new pack when I've got an old pack that I can use.
Well, this is a disease infected now, so you're going to have to open that one.
Apparently, they let everyone know that they were okay and no life-threatening injuries were reported. But apparently, Twitter went asked about the person. They were more worried about the contents that were in the truck.
Oh, don't tell me it was like
Milk.
sex toys or something.
No, it wasn't milk. Why milk?
Oh no.
I thought you were saying about sex.
Out of all the things, it was like a role reversal. He said sex toys instead of you saying it, and you said milk.
You said weird news. I thought milk.
It is
It
a-
might look like.
Oh my god.
God's sake!
I think you was talking about bull smear,
Oh
wasn't it?
my god! Oh, you're such a... Oh my god. God, you need to lose your virginity.
Oh, fuck off.
Like,
Matty, you looked it up, shut up. Literally, do not play.
He's alright.
Play.
It's you that's worse.
I have the fun and gigs on this show. Shush.
We could.
Sorry.
Matty, we could perfectly fine without you for 30 odd podcasts. You just came in as an additional member. So shut up.
He actually does bring a good bit of
He
food.
brings good he brings good banter.
And he picks me up.
And he picks you up.
So really, he's quite an important part of the podcast. Because if it wasn't for him, dickhead, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed in time.
Well, you'd still get here just 3 hours later.
It's not my fault we don't fucking turn up on time.
No, apparently the truck was carrying £40 worth of biscuits.
And no one robbed them. Oh, fuck's sake.
And Twitter blew up and just went, yeah, I don't really care about the bloody the people. I just want to know, are the biscuits okay? It was
How
just
Americanised.
That sounds like me.
and a lot of the best thing I've seen is like, how could you talk about a biscuit story on this highway without putting what mile marker it was on? But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because I thought, Jesus Christ, get off your phone, you. What's that?
It's
Read
something about
that.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, I see.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, we all know what Matty's going to be watching
Tonight.
all the time.
On the loop.
Oh, what's that? It's playing again.
Oh no, my hand slipped on the press button.
Oh God.
We're going to move it on to gaming news. Obviously, because it's the week after the E3, everything goes wham. So
No gaming news this week.
there is. I've managed to get a bit. Do you have a review to do? You said you had a review to do. We didn't do-
Overwatch.
Yeah, I've got a review to do on Mirror's Edge. You've got one to do on Overwatch, so you can go first. Have you got something? What have you got?
No, it's where 1-1.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Damn it!
Just scored.
So if France get another goal, he loses £2 and we gain up on him.
But if he scores, he gets £1.
No, because he put 1-0 to Ireland.
No,
He only gets
£1.
£1, but it's not as bad as £2, is it?
No. But we all get bragging rights against the French, plus the French is the biggest upset. Plus, we've then got to turn to him and be like,
You're not getting £1. So I'm going to be. Luckily though,
do we count
because,
penalties on the pocket? No, we don't, do we? Oh, okay. Yeah, anyway, Matt.
now this is the games that are coming out in July, and naturally with it being July, there's not much to choose from. Carmageddon's coming back onto the PS4. That's got a game coming out. Rocket League's got a collector's edition coming out for the PS4. I'm not really sure what's in the collector's edition, to be honest. Oh wait, no, hang on. The new Tokyo DLC's in it.
Ooh, what for?
For Rocket League, the collector's edition. If you still play Battlefront, there's DLC coming. Anyway, Ghostbusters has got Ghostbusters has got a game coming out. Not really.
Have you seen the
sure
trailer for
why.
that?
No, I.
What's this place called again? And he tells me it was Ghostbusters. It's just like,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
Just really?
Obliteraces is another game that's coming.
Techromancer?
Yes, Terramancer, thank you.
It's a modern day Witcher. Set on
Yeah.
Mars. Same principles, same everything.
It's pretty much the same. It looks pretty cool, to be fair. Batman
Yeah,
Returns.
you'd be happy with it, Matt.
Yeah.
It's got all the, stuff.
I don't play Witcher just for the stuff.
He plays it for 80% of the stuff.
50% stuff, 50%.
That's still pretty bad.
It missed. I went behind the
I'll
game.
pick it up.
You're gonna have to. Yeah. Batman Return to Arkham naturally is coming to the
You can pick it
PS4.
up with that.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Someone gonna have to pick it up eventually.
I will.
And the other game that's coming out is Valentino Rossi's game.
You forgot one.
Yeah.
What I forgot. On PS4. I always do it for bit. Is it on?
I haven't told you, have I?
Dun dun dun. He's
It's
got
not
the car.
Mikey Keating, Birkenhead game, is it?
No.
Oh, okay, go on then.
It's the S-Team Collective.
Oh, fuck off.
You start off with a Mazda 2.
And you end up upgrading to
A Ford Focus.
the Ford Focus. That's the game. There's
And
only
then-
one mission.
And then the Transit. And then... Well,
wait.
just lose all your money and you're going to start
Transit
again.
Special Edition.
Yeah, the special edition.
Well, don't forget, Ford did make the Transit Supervan. They made 3 of them.
Yeah, but the special edition, you get the MG ZR. No, the
In the imagination aisle.
Yeah. It's like a ghost car.
Special emblazoned with the Mikey Keating slogan on the side.
I told you to get one.
Quick little tidbit, if for anyone that didn't know, EA no longer have exclusivity over the Porsche brand.
Come on,
We've
Project
been
Cars.
waiting for ever since they released Need for Speed Porsche 2000, or as it was known in other territories, Porsche Unleashed, which was released in '98, I think. So yeah, EA have no longer got that exclusivity deal. Apparently, Porsche, and this is allegedly, I don't know whether this is true or not, but apparently Porsche says, yeah, because the gaming sector is expanding and Ferrari is starting to expand, maybe we should do the same thing. And EA were like, oh no, we can give you, and he went, when's your next racing game coming out? And I went, next year. And he went, yeah, too long.
All Lamborghini coming into
Apparently
Project
EA
Cars as
allegedly.
well.
Lamborghini are coming into Project Cars 2.
And Ferrari.
With the Huracan GT3.
What the fuck sound God was this?
No, you know what that was? It was like he'd orgasmed out with a mouth.
Like deep throat. I'll take the throat on.
And Ferrari.
We're not too sure on Ferrari.
Damn it.
We're still hoping, but Ferrari don't like their cars getting damaged. That's why they're not in games as much. You just want to put a spoiler on a Ferrari, and I despise that.
Good idea, man.
Do we have alphas in Project Cars?
No, because Alpha aren't really asked about games.
Oh, hey, Metal Bonds threatened to quit.
Yeah,
We just said that before.
No,
that
but
before.
there was rumours on it.
We
Now he's
just said
actually threatened to quit.
I mean, oh
no!
That's such a shame. Things are going from bad to worse.
Anyway, we spoke about Top Gear. Can't go there.
Holy shit!
Oh, come on. I'm trying to game news. Leave. Give me the phone.
No.
Give me
Share,
the
mate,
phone.
share, mate.
Give me the phone.
Anyone want some bread? The Warberson's van. Anyone want a crumpet? Throw on 3 crumpet, lads.
Crumpets rolling.
If you can catch him at 60 miles an hour, they're all yours.
I'm just to go slightly off for a minute. It's just fucking hilarious.
I can just imagine us feeling. Go ahead, mate, I'll have 3 facts there. Here you go, lad.
I've just seen an advert here.
Hey,
Sorry,
look at them 6 months. Try and get these.
Mikey,
crumpets.
wait there a minute. I've just seen an advert right for. I'm on Team VVV at the minute because it's to do with GT Sport. But I've just seen an advert for MotoGP 2016. I think it's already out there.
Yeah.
I've just seen an advert that says the complete MotoGP 2016 season, including. I thought, shouldn't it be anyway? It's a bit weird. I don't know. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Bizarre. Anyway,
He's not done by Codemasters as well, isn't it?
no MotoGP. I don't know who does it. It's not Codemasters.
No, it's not. It's completely crap anyway.
Yeah, that's why it's all.
Milestone does Valentino. It might be Milestone who does MotoGP. I don't know.
At least it's on fucking time, whereas F1's like 75%
to be
of the
fair-
season done.
No, to be
Oh,
fair,
we're just gonna release
this year
F1.
and last year, F1 has
August.
actually been
September.
halfway through. It comes out in August this year, in the middle of the season break. So it's actually halfway through. All the previous years always used to be October, which was pointless.
It was
At
always
least-
a Christmas buy for me.
Yeah.
2012 on to 2014.
Now, obviously, arguably one of the biggest PS4 selling points, or PS3, PlayStation's biggest selling point for racing games over the last few years is Gran Turismo. And as you know, with iRacing, they have a what's it called? They have a sportsmanship system. So they have an I rating, which is basically on your rapid driving, how quick you are, and then it judges you on how sporting you are. So if you push someone off, whether you wait for them or, his rating would be F. X.
And
X
yours.
and
I can have a good fair fight with you, to be fair, so I don't mind that. But
What, me or him?
I always have a good clean fight with him because he knows I'll kill him.
Why'd you never... Oh.
It's different with me and you, mate. Apparently, GC Sport has implemented the same thing into their one, and apparently they've split it into sportsmanship points. So you have a rating for how good you are in terms of pace, how quick you are, and then you have one for whether you run off track, whether you cut corners.
Corner no, Keating chicane.
No, that was a crash, not a corner cut. Apparently they're going to be split into categories. These drive classes is S, A, B, C, D and R. So basically I'm just going to try and think of words that relate to this. So S would be super driver, A would be
amateur,
A would be alright driver, B would be actually let's change it. Let's change this into 2 words.
Beginner.
Alright, yeah, I like that. C, crap. D, dickhead. And R would be the reaction to when anyone gets taken. Are you fucking prick?
Where'd you get your license, please?
Well, in your case, I never did.
You're allowed to kick him, you know. Apparently you could, like, there's different ways
I don't
that
know
you
if
can.
it's given my illness or just to kick him. I don't know what would last longer.
I don't know. Apparently you can increase these things variantly on race distance, race category and course difficulty, and that'll increase your class. Things that'll decrease the class are driving off track, ignoring yellow flags, speed limits, as in the pit lane speed limiter, and a couple of other things. Just
they
bad
should
driving.
do that for Project Cars, you know.
Well, that would be an idea for Project Cars too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like,
and we
you
still
should do
haven't
your own pit lane entrance and stuff. That'd be epic.
Well, they used to.
Yeah,
used to do that for the F1 games, didn't they?
With you, Matty, you try and go through 100 mile an hour and then blow your engine to smithereens.
No, not that. I mean, like, if you actually try to pull into your actual pit, if you had the marker saying where it was.
Yeah, Matty, you'd run the people over each time. Oh shit, sorry lads. Put it in reverse.
I'm laughing at that, but I've just seen something. I'm really sorry to go off topic on gaming news. I know I criticise him for doing it, but someone's just shared the petition on Facebook and it says a rematch for the Battle of Hastings in 1066 because I'm unhappy with the results. And so the comment underneath it is, let's just keep going until we win again. That's brilliant, honest to God.
Yep, looks like I'll be signing that petition when I get home, yes.
One last thing we're going to talk about before we get into our reviews. You'll be going first, so get your stuff sorted. Because he's going to be reviewing Overwatch. Because he has it. I've got Mirror's Edge to do, and I've had a few weeks playing it, to be fair, and so has Matty, so we've actually got time.
What's my newest game?
Disease.com.
NBA.
Did you actually download it?
Yeah.
Did you play it?
Yeah.
Have you
For a
finished the
day and then he
mode?
raged.
No, it's the career mode is literally.
Well, we're not going there just yet because I'm going to talk about one game that we didn't really speak about at E3's podcast special edition shiny thing.
Bullshit. Anyway.
Thank you bailed me out. I'm just waiting for GameSpot to load because. Thank you. Do some background music for me.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's gone really well until you did that. See, no matter what side you pick, we still laugh at the same jokes.
When you voted Remain and haven't called anyone racist in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh my god! It trusted to be a freaking PlayStation advert that I actually can't get rid of.
Oh, Mad Mike did a hill climb at Goodwood today.
Thank you for saving me. Just keep talking.
He never stops anyway.
That later.
Well, he stopped.
Oh, Matty.
Yes.
172 Clio Sport, £600.
Decent.
Oh no, it's gone now.
Oh,
It's gone.
I'm ready. Now, one game that we only briefly mentioned at the E3 podcast that we did last week was Horizon Zero Dawn, a game that he doesn't like. So if you want to check the Ireland score out for a bit, mate, go ahead.
Yeah, well,
now, for anyone who hasn't seen Horizon Zero Dawn, basically, it's a game that's set 1,000 years into a post-apocalyptic world ruled by robot dinosaurs known as machines. I mean, keeping it pretty simple there, not calling it frigging clan-like or anything. Apparently they hold a sort of dominion over the land, and they keep groups of tribes people locked inside fortified walls. And as relating to the story, you play as a girl called Aloy, and she's a hunter who wants to know the backstory behind how these machines got here, what happened, why are they still here. Now, if you want to know any more about the story, then hopefully you've got a contact inside Guerrilla Games, because no one's got a bloody clue after that. It's the only game I've known in the last, well, since this console generation has started, that we actually don't know anything about the plot. Anything meaningful about the plot, anyway. Because apparently the only thing we know is that Aloy you sort of join into the game with a certain tribe, but she's actually not part of that tribe originally. She's actually an outsider, so there could be some storyline to explore there. We don't know. For anyone who doesn't know what the release date is, it's 28th of February next year. The reason why it was delayed, Guerrilla Games said yesterday, it was because the game's so bloody massive that they thought, yeah, we'll just take our time with it and make sure it's not blown to pieces. I'm already in. Now, she has a few different sorts of abilities. She has multiple melee abilities, including a power attack where she can slam a blade down to an enemy with extreme force. This blade, though, is equipped with, what's the word I'm looking for? Machine type parts. So it's technically, it's like, someone said to me the other day, sort of nailed it on head. It's like Far Cry Primal meets, what's that bloody game? It's it's like Deus Ex in a way.
Huh?
You know Deus Ex.
Yeah.
You know it.
What are you on about?
I'm talking about, I know you haven't been listening because you don't like Horizon Zero Dawn. And to be fair, I can't blame you. It's this massive RPG game, and it's got all sorts of different things.
What did we say for France?
I said 2-1. Have they gone 2-1 up? They haven't they? Or have Ireland scored? I don't care either way. I'm either gaining £2 or I'm gaining Irish victory. £2.
No! Duffy's been sent off as well.
Oh no. Now, no one really knows anything aside from that except for the gameplay, which looked amazing, and GameSpot got a chance to play it through, and they said the control mechanisms for this is one of the most amazing things you've ever played. They said apparently all the stuff that you see Aloy do on the thing, it looks very difficult, but they said it's actually really easy to pick up once you start playing it. So I thought, anyone who's familiar with any sort of RPG, they'll know a crafting system as soon as they see it, basically, and it's got that, and it's got big, massive map apparently and everything.
Yeah, just like Witcher.
Yeah, apparently. Probably not as big, because The Witch is huge.
It's massive.
But wow, it's a game that I'm looking forward to. It's a game that it's probably the best. It's probably, for me personally, the game that I've most looked forward to, I'd say ever. Because I always like a new intellectual property of a game. I like a new game. Just a little bit different, and Mike's annoyed at something.
Obviously the Irish getting on the verge of being knocked out. But breaking news, chaps.
Yeah.
Now, the UK anti-doping agency is currently investigating.
You.
No.
There's nothing to investigate.
Fuck's sake. Tyson Fury for doping allegations.
Okay.
As he had a positive sample from last year.
It's quite strange how it's took this time to get out, isn't it? I'm not suggesting anything, but it's a bit strange that no one said anything. So that's all of the gaming news done and everything. We're gonna move it over to our Overwatch correspondent, Matty Morris, who has been caught out clearly by the fact that he wasn't ready to do a review.
Stuff. It's easy.
So Matty, talk about Overwatch.
Overwatch. That's it. Done. I'm just going. Right. There isn't any story mode on it. It's all multiplayer based, like Call of Duty. That's basically what it's Call of Duty, but with like futuristic stuff.
Can you speak English?
Okay, so tell me about like the characters and the people.
I was getting to that point.
Oh, I'm just giving you a helping hand.
Yeah, I know. I've got cramp. That's why I'm slow. Fucking legs. Right. The idea behind Overwatch is a team of like heroes joining together to fight robots. But when they finished the job, all the people in the world turned against them for some unknown reason, and they had nothing to fight for.
I'm guessing you find out what the story is eventually.
It's in the opening cinematic.
Right. Okay.
The giant ape describes it. Because you can have a talking ape. It's quite funny.
Okay.
Science can apparently do very marvellous things in the future. Well, okay.
It's all futuristic. It's all.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Fucking gorilla talking, sitting on his ass in space. Yeah.
He's got a cool electric gun. Don't mess with the gorilla.
Let him do his review. Come on.
What
Go on, Matt.
was I up to?
He's got
Gorilla.
a big gun. You were talking about the story.
Oh yeah. And then, because it's no story, the opening cinematic just describes how the ape wants everyone to join forces again and start fighting.
Okay.
And then gameplay wise, it's basically just Call of Duty but capture the flag and domination. There's no team deathmatch or anything. Nope. It's capture the flag. That's it.
Would it benefit from a team deathmatch? Would it be a better game if it had a team
No.
deathmatch?
That'd be too rushed, and this game's just rushed to fucking.
Oh, so it makes sense to not have a team deathmatch
Yes.
then? Okay.
There's 5 different sets of characters. There's support, like healers.
Okay.
There's the tank, which are like giant rhino. Well, the massive warriors, strong characters.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
There's one rhino character, which is epic because they're like a giant shield.
I've seen him. Yeah.
There's the sniper. There's the warrior. And then
What does a warrior do?
there's basically just standard everything.
Oh, so like a typical soldier.
Yeah.
So your sniper's obviously your long range.
Yeah.
The tank's more of your
Big
hard
fan.
motherfucker that's just got a shield.
Oh, fuck yes. And a massive hammer. Did I say 5 sets?
More like a
You
team.
said 5. Yeah, you said you were missing one.
More like the old
Support,
style.
tank,
Sniper.
warrior.
Warrior.
I think I miscounted. I think it's just 4.
Okay.
4 or 5, I might be wrong. The characters are actually quite cool, quite imaginative. There's all
Yeah,
different sorts.
one thing I've seen about Overwatch, and I've seen gameplay and stuff, and I might just interject a little bit here and there.
Because I'm running out of things to say, thank you.
And help you out as well. Like, I am a nice person when it comes. That's why when he did his Halo review, I asked so many questions. The thing is, the characters I've been told are brilliant. Like, they've all been given their own personality. Get a tissue, and you know, I mean, you're right, mate. Get that tissue. It's right next to you. Right next to you. There it is.
The joys of being fat. You can't really get a lot of mobility round, you know.
But you know, one character that they've all been talking about is Tracer, because she's sort of like the poster girl for this game.
Yeah. She's basically got the ability to go fast, like super fast, like a sprint second. She can also reverse time.
Yeah,
so she can go backwards from where she's been, which is quite annoying if you're trying to shoot her with a fucking bow and arrow.
You what?
Because each character has different sets of weapons. On the sniper, you can have like an actual sniper, or there's this guy who's got a proper bow and arrow, which is fucking epic. He's also got the ability to shoot like a power dragon that goes through walls.
So a bit like Team Fortress.
It's basically Team Fortress.
It's like, yeah, that's one comparison I've heard.
Because Team Fortress, like the guy who's the sniper is like an Australian mercenary, and you can get stuff like obviously sniper rifles with like a little red dot sight, or you can just get like a bow and arrow. I was never really good at it, to be honest with you.
Except this game you can't buy anything. You can buy skins for your weapons and skins for your characters.
Yeah.
But you can't upgrade your character. It's a fair playing field. You have
I quite like that. So no skill tree and none of that bollocks.
Well, skills, yes, but your own personal skill. But there's no power.
But there's no
ability.
like skill tree like you can improve this and improve that. Just straight.
It's all equal playing field.
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
So on the side, it's got when you're building a team with your multiplayer.
Yeah.
It says whether you've got too many tanks for your team, too many warriors, too many snipers.
A bit like GTA's heist system.
TF2.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It suggests you have like a split amount, but most people go for the most useful.
Well, what they
characters.
call OP, which I've seen.
Yeah. My favourite guy is the Rhino. Well, he's not called Rhino, but
he's got a name. Yeah.
It just looks like a fucking rhino. He's got a massive hammer. He's got like a charge and boost. You get one person, smash him against the wall, and basically crush him.
Oh, that's
See why you like that.
And what's the age range on this game again, by the
12.
way?
I'll say a few things because I'm going to ask you a few things. Is there any what's the standout thing that you like about Overwatch?
The character differentiation. Well, it's just all the different characters. There's always something to choose from.
Is there any problems with it though?
It's the same thing over and over again. And
No,
there's
it's
no story.
repetitive. Okay, right. Sometimes a game doesn't need a story to be good, but
there also is like a ranking thing. So if you do like the super kill or a load of kills in one go, like I did, on the final whistle.
Yeah, just
on the final whistle, they show like a little clip of who was the best player in the actual.
Yeah,
game.
I see, like the best play, isn't it, or something like that?
Best player, and then after that, there's like ranking and who did the most kills, all that kind of stuff. It's quite fun. But me and Matty both said you can only play it for 5 games, and it does get really boring.
Yeah,
like repetitive sort of thing.
It is bad for that. But there is DLC Con, which is free because we bought it. So all the DLC is free for this game. And,
is it?
And they are hoping to introduce a story mode.
That is the first time I've ever heard the game company go, you know what, I'm making DLC and it's free.
Because this game's £40 just for the fucking capture the flag and characters. So I'm glad they're adding
no, that's quite yeah, I quite like that. That's pretty decent.
It's a good start off, to be fair, for a bigger game. Capture the flag is quite decent.
It could be like end up doing what Dry Club did, started as a sort of alright game and then just built up its way as it went up.
Like a stable sort of
thing. Yeah, it just got better and better as you started playing it.
The one thing I do hate those, like, they are some OP characters.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's always like that in any sort of shooting game. There's always something.
It's not just shooting though. You can have hammer, you can smash the shit out of people as well, and that's quite fun.
That's like sort of like Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. There's always one character that's something that's always over the top. It's like Project Cars with the M3. It's over the top.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the quickest car out of the GT3 cars because it's not a GT3 car, it's GT2.
Oh, right.
Is there any like performance issues with the game? Like, is there like lagging,
no lagging,
multiplayer issues, connection issues? No.
Oh, that'll just be due to poor internet connection, or if you rage quit.
Is there any penalties for rage quitting?
Not a single one I've noticed. There are loot boxes though. For each time you rank up, you get a certain loot box. Gives you 4 things.
Kind of like what Advanced Warfare had.
Yeah, but this one's just the same thing over and over again. It's not. It's.
Do you get different stuff in the content?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right.
It's just like the same box. You just get a box each level you level up.
Yeah, okay.
You get paint. It's like you can in the game you can like spray paint doors or walls wherever to see you've been there and stuff. Just like a little funny.
Like Gary's mod.
Yeah, it's just like a little fun thing
you
put in. You can have different ones to those each time. You can have different skins for your characters, like all sorts. You know, blue, red, green, gold.
Yeah.
All different ones. There's different colours for your weapons because they've now included gold weapons.
Okay.
Which is decent, and that's all I've got so far. But during the game, you also get money, which buys some more stuff as well.
So it's just like little add-ons and things.
Yeah, basically.
This sounds to me like a really solid game.
It is solid.
Aside from the repetitive thing, it sounds like a really good game.
It is. It's quite funny, to be fair, because the archer's got like 3 arrows you can shoot and goes. It's got like a little grenade arrow. It's quite funny.
So what would you
rate it
effectively? So I have now got a list of all the games that we've ever rated, and I'm just getting ready to put your one in.
I'm gonna give.
Actually, that reminds me. I'll give you a minute to think. We're introducing a new ranking system for games. It's only a slight add-on, and it's to do with games that get 10 out of 10. Now, obviously, as you know, me and Mikey gave Uncharted 4 a 10 out of 10.
Sorry, what's up with
Come on, come back to me. Come on.
I've just pressed a button on my phone, and for some reason it's decided to find petrol stations within a 2-mile radius of here.
Okay.
You filling up, do you?
There's a couple of jokes that you could do there. But, yeah, me and Mikey have given games 10 out of 10s in the past, and with Uncharted, it was one of them games where a 10 out of 10 didn't feel like it was the right score to give it because it was better than a 10 out of 10. So what I'm going to do now, from now on, is give a game, if any of us give a game 10 out of 10, one thing it has to be completely, in your opinion, flawless. You know, aside from, not like Project Cars, me and Mikey gave it a 10 out of 10 because we love the game that much despite its flaws.
What, Project Cars?
Yeah, we gave it a 10 out of 10.
What did I give?
9.
What flaws did I find in Project
Cars? I'm not
Cars?
sure. You gave it a 9.
I think it's because you couldn't get anywhere near the top.
That's right.
It's a 10. No, it was for 6 because I can't get there.
A 10 out of 10. We gave Uncharted 4 a 10 out of 10, but it didn't feel right because it was a better game than we thought was a 10 out of 10. So now, I'm introducing the. Just move out the way so you can. There you go.
You've eaten all the sports mix.
You've ate all them?
No, I haven't.
He hasn't touched them. Anyway, as I was saying, we've introduced the 10. We've got the 10 out of 10, and now if a game gets a 10 out of 10,
this fucking podcast, can't I? Jesus fucking.
if we get,
Don't you jump on a little.
well, I don't eat everything. I only eat a few things. Like him.
What?
I don't eat everything like he does.
Yeah, like he does.
I bought all the shit. I'm eating it.
Come on, we know infamously he doesn't share anyway. But as I was saying, 10 out of 10. If a game gets it, we now have the choice to give it the Platinum Award.
Platinum Award.
If a game gets a 10 out of 10,
when did we devise this?
I thought the only reason why I did it. No, listen.
Ate this chip.
Listen.
Evolution.
The reason why I've done it is because of Uncharted 4, because it didn't feel like it was a 10 out of 10 game. It was better than that, and I think with a Platinum Award, it just makes it a bit better.
It is a good idea.
I think just to I think it's a good idea. I just think if you give a game a 10 out of 10, something that we would recommend it to anyone.
Do you remember a previous conversation we all had?
This is a democracy. We all have a vote. No,
not that one. That was the one that you.
Can I get back to my rating system,
I don't mind you taking the piss, but at least
can I get back to my rating of my game?
Yeah, you can. Go on.
6.5.
Wow.
So you said the game's good and then giving it a 6.5.
Here's the harshest
Mainly
bastard.
for now because it's so repetitive. It does get really boring, and it's the same maps over and over and over again, and it's the same gameplay over and over and over again.
What's up, Battlefield?
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Characters are great, graphics are great, it has potential. It's just not there.
Banana.
Arr.
What the I say potential.
I'm just looking at like the past scorings from what Matty's done here. Like,
Bill, where's your Battlefield 4?
it's there.
There is right there next to WRC.
Like,
Oh shit, yeah.
you're giving it a 6.5. I'm gonna put it in. I'm not gonna debate that. I'm just looking at I bet your average score is about a 6.
I know.
Because the only games that I can see that you've given over 7.
Project.
Yeah, Project Cars is 1. Rocket League was another. F1 2015. FIFA 16.
There's a fucking
You
pattern here.
You gave it an 8. Syndicate was a 9.
Whew, I'd take that back now.
Need for, well, too late, you can't. Need for Speed's a 3.5.
Is this for me?
Just
or
Cause, no, I'm talking about
Sorry.
Matty. Just Cause was a 9.
Oh my god, I'll take that back as
Can't,
well.
no. The Division was a 6.
Take that back.
You
Higher
can't.
or lower?
You can't take things
I know.
back. Once it's set in stone, you can't take anything
Hey, Matt,
back.
look at me and say, I was going to try and do it, so you literally just...
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
That's what I think.
I'm going to do my review for...
You know that question thing is actually quite good. We should ask the questions and then you should answer them. That's a good idea, you know.
That's what I've tried to implement for ages. Because I did that with Halo with Mikey, just to try and...
Can we have to have questions and we ask you?
Well, if you want to talk about Mirror's Edge, because I'm going to do a review for Mirror's Edge, feel free to.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be talking about Mirror's Edge Castle, so I'm just going to give a quick background on the game. The original came out, would you believe it, 2008. That's
I
how
remember
long
playing the
ago.
demo for that.
And at the time, it was just sort of a game that it just sort of came out of nowhere. The original Mirror's Edge, and it was sort of set in a monopolistic future world where everyone was sort of overpowered by what was known as KSEC. And now, 8 years later, we've got this. It's not a sequel, but it's a revision of the original story.
So it's basically a revamp.
It is effectively, yeah, but with a few different things added in. And
More of a prequel, really.
Is it still first person?
it is still first person, like Dishonored. It's not a prequel because they've sort of avoided the canon from the original ones. They've sort of got rid of it, but they acknowledge it, so it makes no sense. But in a way, yeah.
That does my head in.
Yeah, go on if you want to line it up, I don't mind.
You'd hate my games.
I know.
This pisses me off so much. I literally, if I it's little, it's just like, no.
You play Faith Connors, who is at the start of the story, and this isn't a spoiler because you get told this, has done a few years in juvie, and she gets released and ends up being a runner which is what she used to do before she went into juvie. And you are effectively a runner. You run everywhere. It is effectively, if there was ever a game made for parkour enthusiasts, this is the game. Now, if anyone's wondering, okay, so is there a story? Yes, there is a story. I'll get onto that in a bit. No doubt you're going to have some questions, which I have no problem at all. I'll talk about a couple of the things first about Mirror's Edge. One thing that I do like about it is it's sort of tailors to all the new people who come into the game. So
people of the past game won't like it?
No, not at all. If you're in the original Mirror's Edge, they never used to have a let's say a waypoint, so like a following trail that you could go.
I remember I used to get lost on the demo.
Yeah, in this one you can, but if you're a returning person who played the original, such as myself, you can have the original one where it's just a red highlighted thing, or you can have it off completely if you're...
The red highlight, that just...
Well, on a white block, you can see it from a mile off. Get off your phone.
Like that would ever happen before, anyway, but nice one.
And, you know, you can run around and...
It's stone cold again.
You should always drink your tea.
It's been like an hour and 40 minutes, what do you expect?
It hasn't been an hour
Yeah,
and 40.
It has been an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, fuck me sideways and go
No,
yourself.
thank you.
No, thank you. One thing that I do enjoy about this game is it's retained how fun the parkour was. You know,
Remember that was very difficult.
It's not as difficult as it was, but they've sort of like...
Says the guy keeps dying 40 times.
Fuck's sake.
Let me make my point here.
Hey lads, oh god,
Let me make my point.
I've only died twice. Mainly from falling, but
you know how it feels.
No, the thing is, it is so easy to fall off something, but I'm not saying the parkour is difficult. See, I can't make a point without you laughing. Like, you make your... I had the same thing last week.
No.
The same thing happened last week.
No, it's not. I'm just like, I'm happy. So I like you, you know. So how's it hard, Mel? Like, how is it hard?
The way it's hard is a lot to remember. It's almost too cluttered. Like, when you start off in Mirror's Edge, you have like a skill tree to upgrade. So if you when you first start running, you can't do a forward roll. You have to upgrade that.
How'd you get the points to upgrade?
By doing missions and side quests and little.
How'd you get
events.
missions and side quests?
Oh, obviously through the game.
Through progression.
Is it like
game.
the Arkham Asylum upgradable system?
What was that like? Because I never played it.
It's basically you can have upgrades for different things like gadgets, and then different upgrades for combat, different upgrades for vehicles.
Is it like Witcher?
Or is it just one massive tree?
There's 3 separate things, so you can upgrade your movements, your combat skills, and the gear that you have.
Okay, basically like that.
Yeah, pretty much in a way. But at the end of the game, you can, before the end of the game, you'll have upgraded everything anyway.
Oh, so it's not like The Witcher then?
No, it's
because
not.
on The
Like,
Witcher you get like
you could finish it. It's not like The Witcher, where with The Witcher you could finish the game and still not be upgraded and everything. Whereas this, you will be before the end. And you know, for a forward roll, you upgrade that. You can get a mag rope, which is sort of like a pulley system, like on Syndicate. But the difference is you only use it in certain places, which I think is quite cool. So you can swing across.
Are they marked on the map for it, or
no? But you could. It's only used for things that you can't access if you jump.
Okay.
So it doesn't abuse it, so to speak. And the parkour's brilliant.
Is that like Assassin's Creed Syndicate with the rope top thing?
In a sense, but you can't use it. You can only use it in certain places, which is not like Syndicate, which sort of abuses that a little bit too much. This, you could just you just run everywhere, and I love the parkour system, how they've done it. It is tough, don't get me wrong. I have died more times from falling off fucking things in this game than anything else, and admittedly, it has been my mistakes. But if you get the hang of this game, pretty quickly you'll be able to learn it. I've only died twice from combat, which is a problem.
How many times have you actually died?
How many times have I actually died? It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I've died a lot from falling, but I've only died, and I actually quote this, I've only died twice from combat. And that's the problem with this game. It has pretty much the same problems that the original Mirror's Edge did. The original Mirror's Edge had problems in the fact that its combat, its gunplay did not work. And don't get me wrong, I do love the original, but it didn't. The gunplay was awful. It just didn't work. With this, there's no gunplay at all, and there's an actual good reasoning for that. They actually give I think it's because it's sort of the guns are bi-attuned to its owner, so Faye couldn't use it even if she wanted to, which I think is quite. At least
like 007 on isn't it Skyfall?
Yeah. I think that's a pretty, you know, at least they've explained why you can't use it rather than go, oh,
Was
you can't
it
use it.
Spectre?
It doesn't matter.
It was one of the two, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One thing about the parkour, you know when you're jumping on stuff, does the camera move your face or is it just straight? So say
if you're wall running, it sort of tilts. It's
Yep.
not to the point where you can't see it. It's easy, to see.
So say if you're stepping over like a crate, would your head move down to see where you're stepping, or?
Well, yeah, because you use the toggles to move and everything, so you intuitively do it. It's not something that's forced. So
I mean, like if you're actually about to step up with the camera, dive down, see where you're stepping, and then look back up, or does it just stay straight?
it stays straight.
Okay.
But by the time you've gotten used to it, you sort of do it anyway. So
Okay, like normal.
and when you're like wall running, you can double wall run and everything, and so it sort of tilts it for you in a way, but not look up and down because you sort of know where everything is.
Like a not proper parkour person, though.
Yeah, like they know where the footing's gonna be before they've even done it.
Yeah. Deal.
There are, you know, with Mirror's Edge, you can't. It'd be quite difficult to do a multiplayer side of things because the world is massive and it's quite hard to learn all the places. It's pretty fucking big. I won't deny.
Like Arkham Knight big, or
How big was Arkham Knight?
it's got 3 main islands. 1, 2, 3.
This has got like 5 boroughs, but it's you can't remember. You only remember the first place that you remember is your HQ and sort of the surrounding area of that. I've been playing it for 2.5 weeks and I still don't. I only know little bits from other places. I'm still finding new places to go. And one thing that they've done with it, they've done a little bit of multiplayer elements, and it's people create their own races and they're brilliant. Like they find play, and you think, how the fuck have you got up there, sort of thing, to do this? And it's really fun to play.
Can you skydive?
Yeah, you can skydive to your death.
Ah.
Because you're on a roof. You're running from building to building.
Well, I suppose if that's your sort of thing, it'll be good for about 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you'd enjoy the freedom of falling and then the split second of death.
Well, you're no longer in debt then, are you? Oh, yeah.
As someone famous
shit.
as someone famously once said, speed doesn't kill you. It's sudden impact that actually kills you. But the one thing that there are problems though. I've said the combat. I do like how minimalistic the world is. So like, you know, the parkour and everything, and it's just so everything's so fluid and playing. I've not had any. I always say frames. I haven't been have problems with frames, but I know some people have. So I don't know, but I can only go off my own opinion. Performance wise though, there are some weird audio cutouts. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's just, you know, when you sort of hear like slight background music that you get, sometimes cuts out a little bit, and I'm not sure why.
What, you think they finished it too quickly, not gone over it?
I think it's more to do with the performance of the consoles than the game itself.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether the console can keep up with it, so to speak, which is a surprise to me. But the one problem that, yeah, I know, I doubt that, but if it runs fine on PC.
Yeah, but that's PC Master Race.
Yeah, the PC
with
Master
the 75 graphic cards. It's like
Well,
you can literally see like
the thing is though, if it can run on an average PC, okay, and then it can't run on a console, it's a bit of a worry. So
what's your class as your average PC?
Something that
82 gigabytes of RAM.
Something that compares to a PlayStation, sort of thing, like the sort of same specifications. So, I'm not sure. Apparently, Xbox is quite bad for it. So
yeah, Xbox is shit, mate.
Well, we don't know about the Scorpio yet. It'll be too expensive though for us to find out. The one thing that I don't like though is that the storyline in this is bland. It's
flat.
It's really flat. It's a generic. It's got some characters in there that you like, but they're not like some people that die and stuff. They're not giving.
What, there's no twists and turns?
There are twists and turns, but not in the way that you'd think they would be.
So
it's not like you don't really.
You're saying it's as flat as an old woman's tit.
Ew.
No, it's just the way.
I'm not looking at it on the internet.
That weird thing aside, some of the characters in there are actually quite cool, and like, you know, I bonded with them. But some of them you're supposed to have emotion for, and I just sit there and I think, I don't really give a fuck about you if you die.
What does that remind me of? Is it like Just Cause 3? Boring.
No.
They were made to DA.
No.
They obviously didn't have the guys from Battlefield working on this one. So.
They had DICE working on it.
Yeah, but not the same guys that actually worked on Battlefield.
Okay, what would you rate it?
I'm still not done.
Are you? Oh.
No, because the one thing is the story's quite bland, but the like different mission segments that you can do it's quite fun. The missions that you do are fun. You know, Faith is. I think Faith comes off quite well, to be fair. And one character in particular, Dogan, who's sort of he's a villain, but he's that's the phrase, the enemy of your enemy.
He's my friend.
Yeah, exactly. So he's cool. He's the sort of dickhead that you like. He's like fucking Donald Sutherland from bloody Hunger Games, that type.
What the
friggin' him?
Bad guy from the beginning, good guy at the end.
The Chancellor.
Donald. The same out of
he's like a dickhead that you like.
Oh, that's right. What's the mechanic as well?
Off topic.
Sorry,
but the thing is,
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah. There's a lot of good things about this game, but it's once again, like the original, has been let down by the same problems of the original game that happened 8 years ago. I still think it's a good game, but there are things that are. The one thing I'd say is, and this is the only game that this would apply to. You know how in games like Assassin's Creed Unity or any Assassin's Creed game, they have side quests and missions that you can do that are repetitive.
Yeah.
And they're sort of like the same thing.
You like follow the
Yeah, like follow the thing and do this and do that.
Follow the way.
This has the same sort of thing, but because it's a parkour game, it makes it fun. It's the only game I know in history that can have the same sort of types of little side objectives and things that you can do, but because it's parkour and you can do all different types of things to get there, it makes it fun. And I don't know any other game that really does it.
Assassin's Creed.
No, because at one point you're going to get sick of it. It's not repetitive in a way.
Well, I'd probably get repetitive. Like,
it was the same type of missions that would get repetitive.
Yeah, but because it's.
Wait, what type of missions is it? Follow, kill, or
no? It's sort of like,
deliver this?
It's like a time trial, but across the city.
Oh, that's just boring.
It would, yeah, but you would. In one way, it would be boring, but because you go in different routes and there's different types of ways and different types of things and mag ropes that you can use to get across the city, it makes it fun.
I could do that in GTA though.
Yeah, but this isn't GTA, is it? This is Mirror's Edge.
Or Need for Speed, which he doesn't like.
No.
I see your point.
Yeah,
but
as long as that's the thing, as long as you like I always say, I can find fun in things that people don't like. Maybe that's because my imagination's sort of out there for things like this.
Yeah.
Again, like I always say, it's your opinion.
So we're all had an opinion. Wow.
Yes. Make full use of it. No, it's
okay.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Right.
I'm not finished.
Oh, okay.
If I give it a rating, I'd give it a 7.1.
Ooh, that's a low one for you.
It's not low, really.
For you it is.
No, the reason why is for anyone who's played the original Mirror's Edge, I would recommend it to. But for anyone who, it's just the story that really lets it down. And I just think if this had had a slightly engaging story, it'd have been a lot better. But it's just the story, really. But that's the combat I can deal with, because it's in one way it's too easy.
It's like the Just Cause 3 story.
No, because the Just Cause 3 story actually had interesting characters. This only has a few interesting characters. Because you got Di Ravello in Just Cause 3, who's mental and he's funny. But at least with him, he's an interesting character. The villain in this, Gabriel Kruger, he's bland as fuck.
So basically they made no attempt on the character development.
They concentrated more on the gameplay than they did on the story.
Do you reckon this is a tester?
Well, they've opened it up for a sequel.
Okay. So
it's not impossible. Would I buy the sequel? We'll have to see if the story's improved.
Would I buy it?
No. But that's it. That's all I've got for this podcast.
NBA.
Do you want to do your NBA review?
So far, yeah.
Oh, NBA. Oh, see, this is the thing. It's so far. Go on, do a partial review.
Partial review. NBA 2K16 currently free.
Right, that's it. Review done.
To all PSN owners at the moment.
Brief interjection. France have 1-2-1.
What?
France have 1-2-1.
Okay.
Sorry, Matt, I've gained £2. You gained £1.
Not good enough. I'm not happy with that result then. Sorry, Ireland.
Sorry, Ireland.
Ruining your own review, well done.
Go on, Mike. Where's my pen? Around here somewhere. Go on, Mikey, go on.
Oh, sorry. Basically, you start off in high school. Obviously, it's your last 3 games of like the season.
I'm listening, buddy, don't worry.
And basically, after each game, you get like offers from like the big universities that they want you to play for. If you're basketball, to do like there. So if you pick whatever school you want to go to, no difference. I picked UCLA.
I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie. My knowledge on NBA is minimal.
UCLA, University of California.
University College of Los Angeles.
Oh, that's close.
It was a U. Go on, mate.
Obviously, you pick which university you want to go to. You do all university games, and obviously when you graduate, you get to pick your what team, or hopefully you get what.
Is this American football?
No, it's just basketball, mate.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It did say NBA.
I don't know what that is.
National Basketball
Association of America.
Now I do. Thank you very much.
That's why when you look at the logo, it's like that with one basketball bounce.
I haven't seen the box or anything.
Well, to be fair to him, if he doesn't know, he doesn't know. Go on anyway, mate.
Yeah. So you make your character and you improve them over time. So you can go and play for teams like the LA Lakers, the Pacers, Miami Heat, New York, Nets, I think they are.
Mets, yeah.
Mets, that's one. You can play for like Chicago Bulls.
So you can play a variety of teams.
Like all the teams in the NBA. And that you can do all this, but then when it gets there's like dialogue in this, so it's more of a personal story as well. So obviously your family support, and obviously you get criticised. Obviously I'm still in the college phase now.
Does it have any dialogue options like on Mass Effect? Like you have a dialogue wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Partly when you get like an agent and stuff, it's like, well, do you want to do this, or do you want to go and do this, or how much would you like to go for this or that, or where do you stand on this sponsorship deal or that sponsorship?
Okay, so there is a dialogue wheel then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is what I was saying about FIFA the other day to you.
Yeah, about the story mode, yeah.
It's going to be like that.
So Mikey's effectively playing NBA to see what FIFA's going to be like.
He's only played it 3 times from the sounds of it, because he's still in the college stage.
Where have you actually got up to? This will be noted down as a review in progress. So
it's
we
four games in the first bit, which is high school, and then there's 4
trials.
4 for the college. I want to do the second college game.
Is this still free on the PSN store?
I imagine so, yeah.
I fucking hope so, because I might get this.
It's 7 gig.
Because I just like the idea of a good story.
It's 7 gig, and then there's a 44 gig
install. Yeah, that's alright.
I didn't realise that one. Yeah, but nah, you can play your mates online and stuff. So like, I could have my pro could go get more, but there's a bit.
Oh, so you can actually do pro versus pro.
I think so, yeah.
Oh wow,
so
FIFA's been missing a trick for years, hasn't it?
So like, when you're in your own little like court bit,
yeah,
you can watch the telly so you can see what's going on because you've got 2K TV.
When you're playing NBA, I know you're explaining something. I've got a question, but when you're playing as your pro, do you just play single-handedly as your pro, or can you have the option to play as the whole team like FIFA does in this?
Your pro. Well, you can.
Can you have the option to play as the whole team though? I'd rather just play as myself because I know all about NBA.
You sort of can. So say if you're going towards the other basket and you know you're in room, like you can tell him to shoot and he'll shoot.
Oh, so you
like command?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, right, okay.
But obviously you can take the ball and there's a power bar so you can see where the perfect bit is to launch it from.
Throw it in, yeah.
I
might have to get this.
Obviously,
it's free, you know what I mean?
There's like a court bit where you practice. I was on it the other day and obviously do you understand the point system?
Yeah, I know the one thing I do know about NBA is the point system, yeah.
So you fire out 3 points,
3 points,
dunks 2 points,
and then
penalty 1 is basically 1 point. Yeah, to be fair, it's quite good, but it's annoying to get used to. Because
Okay,
with basketball not being a non-contact sport.
You taking everybody else out?
No,
No,
I've been
'cause it's
sent
basketball,
off 3 times.
oh, for God's
Yeah, it's not the best experiences.
Would you? Okay,
I'm yet to be sent off though at college stage, because I've started to take my time with it.
Yeah.
Because like,
That's the thing with
that's
the thing with a new game, isn't it? You're sort of getting used, especially a game like NBA, which like
it's a different.
I've only ever played NBA like once or twice, and that was years ago. So, I mean, you've said a load of good things about it.
It's interesting.
It's like you can modify
Can make
your
your character. Yeah,
that's what I wanted.
But it's a bit awkward because my character's like completely white.
Yeah.
Yeah, your family are like, well, how can I put it?
The black. Okay.
Like, it's like.
Do you know what?
I'm not being funny.
EA Sports must have gone, we've got all this done. They've gone, right, white character, black character.
No, it's 2K.
I'm sorry, 2K Gaming. But they've gone, they've got this character, they've got that character, yeah, we're all sorted. Got a white character going to the game. Family's black. Which, to be fair, on the off chance. One could be adopted.
No, because the other character's the girl. Your sister's your twin.
Well, they always say that two white parents can have a black kid, so it's not possible for 2 black parents to have a white kid.
Did they?
And then a black girl.
Yeah.
Ah, decent.
It's not impossible. So,
what?
on the off chance that could happen to every single player who plays NBA.
No, but anyway, like you can pick his height, obviously his position.
So you can pick, basically like FIFA's Pro.
Like pro clubs, yeah.
Are there any problems with it? Aside from the install size.
Does it get repetitive?
If you shit at it, yes. Yes. But I've started to get used to it now, so I'm less sort of
Rage quitting.
So you're less crap. Would be the good way of putting it.
I don't know if to say yes or no to that, but
well, if you don't know the game, I'd say crap. I mean, if I know for a fact when I download this, I'm going to be crap. So.
With a me and you're going to sit on it, and then he's going to try and download it. It'll take him 6 years.
He don't download it. He's not interested in American sports.
American football, you know. Oh, I can watch that.
I don't get American football. Throw the ball 20 yards. Right, we're going for half an hour break, guys. And these are like, fuck off. It's like,
it's basically rugby, but
you've got an hour to
it's
play.
rugby with pads, but there's like lots of touchdowns, different like. I mean, when you
they can actually spear people in America. That's the fun part. Sorry.
You can do that in rugby.
You can do it in rugby, but get sent off.
You do.
You what?
You can't go below the waist.
What?
You have to go for the waist.
In rugby?
Yeah.
You can? How do you take it down?
You can't spare him mid-air, can you?
No.
No, you're thinking the other way around.
No.
Rugby, you can basically kill a human being and you get a yellow card.
Oh, okay.
The Simbin.
No, you can't go in.
But you get some
you can't go for the head, can you?
No, because that's immediate sending off.
Mm.
Anywhere from, say, there.
Hang on, describe that to the people who can't see.
Below the chest, above the stomach.
Below
Abdomen.
the man tits. Or the average.
Thank you.
The man boobies. There you go. Below that line. But they also, when they say tackling, it's cheek to cheek. Basically, face cheek to ass cheek when you tackle them.
Okay.
So
I am not going to put my cheek next to his ass cheek.
I wasn't expecting you to. But are there any like problems?
Because that would be the case.
Apart from like the getting used to it, any other problems?
No, there's like a few buying things, but I don't know how you get that unless you get that obviously once you get developing your career a bit.
Okay.
But so you can there's a few things like expedition matches.
Yeah, they're just like normal single matches.
Road to the final, so you can control any team. There's a few good things you can do, like, but
So what's your scoring progress?
For my first NBA game, probably say 7.
Okay.
Obviously it's a start, but I'll get back to it eventually.
That'll have to goes down in a few weeks.
Might do it, might not.
That's just the secret child.
I said Eve. I said.
But that's it for this week's extended podcast.
Extended? This is like normal.
No, it's not normally 2 hours. If you want to follow Mikey Keating on Twitter, you can follow him at
Sneezy.com.
Thank you. I was going to make a similar joke myself.
The diseased Mikey Keating XD, yeah.
Is
Don't
that
people-
your Twitter handle, is it?
Yeah, people are going to start searching disease. Where is he?
Follow me at ChatTM53.
Oh, that
You can like us on Facebook because we are updating our Facebook page.
What
You
about
actually
me?
update-
What about me? You it doesn't matter.
Don't have Twitter, shut the fuck up.
I doing Twitter stick. Okay.
You want to follow Matty, you can follow him in the street in Greasy.
Well,
thank
do
you
you
very much.
want to start a Twitter?
I think you've actually contained.
No, I've got hay fever. But,
Weed fever.
yeah.
Come tomorrow, I'll be fucking puking up there.
But do you know
Oh,
that video with that like in the 90s when you go watch like Oasis or something in Manchester, he walks in like this big song, it ain't me, you was good to eat you.
You can like, comment on if you want on Facebook. You're not going to subscribe. I'm not going to make you.
I will.
I'm nice, he's the Antichrist.
Actually rhymed as well, it's just like
It was off the cuff as well.
my
So
brain
it's
might not be working.
bye from young Matthew.
Bye bye.
Bye from Mikey.
Goodbye.
And we've been the
it's
S team.
Bye from me, and we've been the S team.